Greetings, Boise-Eliot, Humboldt students, families, teachers. It's Mr. Loker again, and we're going over the patience tool today. This is our 12th tool of our 12-tool toolbox, and patience is connected to our core value of perseverance. Today, our learning targets are first that I can use my patience tool to be strong enough to wait, so that I can be okay with things that are not in my control. And I know I'm successful when I have the perseverance to overcome that challenge of not getting what I want when I want it. Now, the patience tool is represented by this wood plane. And the wood plane is a tool that's used to smooth away the rough surface of wooden objects. And in order for it to work, it must be used slowly, gently, and patiently so that you don't scar the wood if you go too fast. So this helps us remember our tagline that goes with the tool of I am strong enough to wait. And the hand gesture, we place our palms together in front of us, fingers are straight, and we slowly rub our hands together gently back and forth. And we can actually feel the sensation of our hands warming each other as we're doing this, to remind us that we need to be slow, gentle, and patient. So let's practice that together. Say the tagline after me and do the hand gesture. So I am strong enough to wait. I am strong enough to wait. Excellent. All right, so here's a picture of a real wood plane in action. And my question for us is like, why do we think that the patience tool is so important and we leave it to the end of our 12 tools? It's really so important because in order to use our tools and solve problems and build relationships, everything takes a little bit of time. And it's important to recognize that sometimes things are outside of our control. So we have to be able to be patient. And being patient can mean things like calmly being willing to wait for your place in line to come up. Um, Sometimes we work on something and we don't get the reward until the end. It means being okay with making mistakes along the way and not giving up because we know that with practice we will get better and better and better. And so those are some important things of what it means to be patient. So patience is really intertwined with our core value of perseverance. When we are faced with challenges, we want to persevere to overcome those challenges, but challenges don't get overcome right away most of the time. We have to be patient, put our tools to work, give ourselves the time and the space in order for us to overcome those challenges. So we have to be able to say, I am strong enough to wait. So when do we need to be patient? There's lots of different situations when we need to be patient. I kind of alluded to it earlier, but lots of times we have to stand in line in order to wait our turn. Think about when you are playing with others and you are sharing toys or you're doing a game. It's not always going to be your turn. You have to be patient to wait. Think about this year with our technology. Have you had situations where your Google Meet is not working, where your Seesaw is not working, where you get that spinning wheel of your computer is loading and you're starting to get frustrated? You need that patience. You need to be able to say, I am strong enough to wait. And if we're not patient in those situations, then we start to get frustrated. We want to take action, and taking action too soon usually leads to more problems, more frustration, greater anger, greater anxiety. Those feelings get stronger. So if we remind ourselves to be patient and that we know that some things take time, then we're probably going to feel better on the inside and be more comfortable with that time. And then the very important question is, what are some things you can do to help yourself wait quietly, wait with that patience? So, a lot of times it's hard in the moment when you're thinking about what you want or what you want to change and it's not happening right away to just be thinking about that only, it makes it really tough because your expectations for what you want to have happen aren't happening right at the moment. So sometimes we need to distract ourselves. So reading a book can be really helpful. You can listen to music. You can talk to somebody about something else to get your mind off of whatever it is that you're waiting for. You can also talk to yourself. And I think that's a huge one, especially things that are reminders that, hey, it's okay. We can wait. You've got this. You know that if you put in the time and patience, things will get better, or always fall back to that tagline: I am strong enough to wait. Yeah, you're strong. I know that you are. I am strong enough to wait. All right. So we hope that you're able to say, I can use my patience tool to be strong enough to wait so that you can be okay with things that are not in your immediate control. And I know that you're going to be successful when you have that perseverance to overcome a challenge of not getting what you want exactly when you want it. And this week in Seesaw, we're going to do a similar activity. Start off saying, my name is Mr. Loker. Then read, this is my patience tool. The tagline for this tool is, I am strong enough to wait. And then I want you to write, draw, or record how you can use the patience tool during distance learning at home, which you'll put over on this side. And then I want you to talk about how you could use the patience tool once we are back at school in person. It's going to happen. You've been patiently waiting to get back to school, and I need you to keep on doing that. But we also want you to think about the difference between patience at home and patience once you back or into the school building for the very first time. All right. Remember, this is our last of our 12 tools before we start reviewing. Can't wait to see what you have to share. Take care.